Mountain of Roses, everyone. Welcome to Rosemont Science 101. This particular topic that I will be discussing is all about bottle gardening and its implication to our ecosystem. Before we will be going to the procedure on how to make a bottle garden, let us define first what a bottle garden is, or others are calling it as a margin case, and some others are calling it as actually bottle terrarium. Now, these are all essentially the same thing in that each contains and supports a miniature ecosystem of plants. Historically, they were used to transport plants from their native countries to other countries where ordinarily they would not be able to survive in the new conditions. Bottle gardens are commonly used as a form of decoration or as a substitute garden in areas wherein there is little space, such as patios and some high-rise apartments. Since it is easy to create and maintain, bottle gardens are also used in schools as an economical way to study miniature ecosystems within the confines of a classroom. Now, they can also be used as a control mechanism, enabling the internal environment of the bottle to be effectively controlled and isolated from outside stimuli. Bottle gardens have also been used for vegetable production in dryland areas and areas with a shortage of water, allowing water to be conserved for other uses. The following are the needed materials in order to make a bottle garden. So we need to have an empty glass bottle, soil, pebbles, miniature plants, stick, and water. In an empty glass bottle, it is preferable if it's not opaque or it should be clear, so light can be illuminated inside and photosynthesis still takes place with the particular plant inside the bottle. Another essential material needed in our bottle garden is of course the soil, because soil serves as where plants will be planted and the nutrients also that comes from the soil. We also need some pebbles because these pebbles here serves as the bedrock underneath. We also need some stick long enough to reach the bottom of the bottle so it's easy for us to arrange the plant inside, which will be shown to you later on in the procedure in making this bottle garden. Water is also very essential as we are about to begin making the bottle garden. So this one here, the water is just being placed on a plastic bottle and on top of its cover it has a little hole on it so it's just easy to sprinkle water inside the narrow opening of the bottle. And of course we need miniature plants. Now these plants here are not really small or tiny in nature or in the outside environment, but they can grow bigger. It's just that you need to choose some small plants enough to fit inside the bottle. So we can start now making the bottle garden since materials are already available. So first you have to fill the empty bottle with pebbles. As shown here, you need to put in the pebbles inside the bottle because these pebbles actually serves as the bedrock as I mentioned earlier. This is where excess water will be stored. Now, right after filling the bottle with pebbles that serves as the bedrock, we have to fill another layer, and this time it will be the layer of soil. Now, take note that soil is actually very essential to plants as it is where plants get its nutrients in order for the plants to grow. If pebbles and soil are now arranged inside the bottle, it is time now to slowly place the miniature plant or plants inside the bottle. We can use the stick to arrange the plants inside. We just need to do it slowly, especially if some of the leaves are actually bigger and it's not gonna fit inside the narrow hole in the bottle. So we need to flip a little so it's going to fit in. And this time here, this needs a lot of patience in arranging the plants inside. It's like we're making a sort of landscape inside the bottle. Now, this might take a longer period of time. If plants are arranged now inside the bottle and the sort of landscaping is finished, it is time now to sprinkle some little water, not too much. Make sure you're not going to over water the plants inside. Just do it slowly, wherein the soil will be able to absorb the amount of water that you are putting inside or pouring inside the bottle. And then slowly, if the soil is actually absorbing the water, if you notice, water slowly goes to the deeper part of the bottle wherein we have the pebbles there that serves as the bedrock. And this is now our output or our end product of the bottle garden that we just finished making. Again, you have to be very selective with the plants that you're going to use inside your bottle garden. Because a bottle garden has the essential requirements again of soil, water, and light for the survival of plants that are housed in it, as well as a reservoir of water, as water is trapped inside the bottle and unable to evaporate. Now, the carbon dioxide from the plant respiration is used for the process of photosynthesis, and the oxygen from the photosynthesis is used for respiration. And as such, they require almost no maintenance at all. As I mentioned earlier, that this particular activity has a connection with a science topic, and I will be discussing to you the science topic which is related to this one. So first and foremost, this will be a topic related to a controlled ecosystem or environment. Now, controlled because there is little space inside. So the plants, even if in the outside environment it will grow big, here they need to adopt. So they're not going to grow as big as they are when they're outside because the environment is controlled. And some of you might be asking, is there a need for this or these plants inside to be watered every now and then? No, the answer is you don't need to because as mentioned also, there is little maintenance in doing this bottle garden. Now why? I will be explaining to you why. First, moisture in the terrarium or the bottle garden is taken up by roots. That's the roots coming from the plants and evaporates from the soil and plant leaves. Now, it condenses on the terrarium roof or walls. So, if it takes already around 2 days or 3 days that you are done making the bottle garden, you will notice some moisture inside the bottle garden. Then the condensed water falls down like rain. It precipitates some sort of precipitation and remoistens the soil in a continual closed-loop process. Now, this cycle mimics the water cycle found on a global scale. That makes this one a science-connected activity to the children. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you learned something. And don't forget to subscribe to Rosemont channel.